Hello friends, welcome. Today we are going to talk about the book You Become What You Think by Shubham Kumar Singh. The story is about a boy who was lost in life. Every day he felt as if he had no purpose left. His grades in school were bad. Everyone at home was upset with him and his friends were also slowly moving away from him. His thinking had become completely negative. He felt that he was just stuck and nothing good could happen. One day, without any purpose, he went to the nearby library. He did not even remember what he had to find. He was just roaming aimlessly between the shelves when his eyes fell on a man. The man looked very calm and happy as if he had no worries in the world. The boy kept observing him for a while. Then the man himself came to the boy and said, "You look worried, is everything okay?" The boy replied without thinking, "Yes, just like that, I am not able to understand anything in life." The man smiled and said, "Your problem is only in your thinking, you become what you think." The boy felt a little strange hearing this. "What do you mean?" he asked. The man said, "Come, I will show you a book, maybe you will understand." The man took him to a shelf and picked up a book. The name of the book was You Become What You Think and the author was Shubham Kumar Singh. He opened the first page of the book and said, "Start from here." It says, "The Power of Thoughts." The boy was a little confused, but he started reading the page carefully. It was written that our thoughts shape our reality. Our thinking is the basis of our experiences and outcomes. If we think negatively again and again, then the same will happen in life, but if we keep our thoughts positive, then life can change. Then it was written about neuroplasticity in the book. It was told that our brain can change and revolve continuously. Based on our thoughts and experiences, this scientific concept seemed very interesting to the boy. He felt that maybe he still has hope. The man then said, "Do you think nothing good can happen in life? Because you keep thinking negatively all the time, but if you change your thinking, life will also change. Look, this is not easy but it is possible." The boy asked hesitantly, "But how can I change my thinking?" The man laughed and said, "This is what is written in this book. People who change their thinking can also change their life." He gave some examples from the book where people had brought a big change in their life by changing their thinking. The boy was finding these things strange, but somewhere he also felt a spark. He thought, "Can my thinking really change my life?" He told the man, "I want to read this book." The man smiled, "But remember, nothing will happen just by reading. You have to work on both your thinking and your life." The boy nodded and took the book and left. When he came home at night, he read some more chapters of the book. There were other things in it that he understood, like how small positive thoughts influence our actions and decisions. Every time he felt down, he tried to change his thinking. In a few days, he felt that his energy was changing a little. Now he did not feel so depressed. Whenever a negative thought came, he would say to himself, "I can do better than this." Then he started working on his grades. Now he did not give up like before. He started understanding that if his thinking is clear and positive, then anything is possible, but this journey was still long. The boy still had a lot to learn and he knew that everything cannot be changed by just reading a book, but now there was direction in his life. And that direction came because of that book and that man who met him in the library and showed him the way to change his thinking. A few weeks had passed and the boy's life was slowly changing. He was now feeling a little better as if his life had found a new purpose. The book You Become What You Think that he found in the library was helping him change his thinking. However, there were still many questions in his mind, especially about his subconscious mind. He was not able to understand how his thinking was so deep and how he could change it. One day he went to the library again, perhaps to talk to that man more. That man was sitting on a table there reading a book. The boy went to him hesitantly and said, "I got to learn a lot from the book you gave me, but I still don't understand some things." The man looked at him smilingly and said, "What are your questions?" The boy thought a little and said, "I read about conscious and subconscious mind in the book, but I did not understand properly how both work." The man took a deep breath and said, "Okay, let's put it simply. Your conscious mind is what is working right now. When you are talking, thinking, or doing something with concentration, your conscious mind is active. If you like our free summary, you can subscribe to our channel, buy our membership, or support us through UPI. Now, going back to the summary, your subconscious mind is the one that runs in the background. This is the part that controls your habits, beliefs, and deep-rooted emotions. The boy asked with questioning eyes. So is the subconscious mind more important? The man laughed. In a way, yes, a large part of your life is controlled by the subconscious mind. Your habits, like the way you wake up in the morning, the way you do things, even how you think. All this is a part of your subconscious mind, and the most important thing is that your beliefs, which are formed from childhood or experience, are also hidden in this subconscious mind. The boy listened carefully. Then asked, but what are these beliefs and how are they formed? The man explained, beliefs are those notions which are formed from your life experiences and the words of the people around you. Suppose in childhood someone told you that you are not fit for any work. If you heard that thing again and again and believed it, then it will become your belief, and that belief will sit in your subconscious mind. Then whenever you start any new work, your subconscious mind will remind you of that belief that you are not fit for this work. Similarly, positive beliefs are also formed. The boy said, a little worried, so can't I control my subconscious mind? The man smiled and said, it is difficult to control but not impossible. Your subconscious mind works as a filter. Whatever new experience or information you get, it is filtered through your past experiences and beliefs. If your beliefs are negative, then you will see negativity in every situation, but if you can reprogram them, then things can change. The boy said, a little confused, but how does this reprogramming happen? The man sat a little more comfortably and said, look, your subconscious mind is very powerful, but accessing and changing it is a little tricky. There are some techniques for this, like affirmation, visualization, and meditation. With the help of these techniques, you can slowly fill your subconscious mind with positive beliefs. Then he gave another example to the boy. Suppose you tell your subconscious mind every day that I am confident, I am successful, then slowly your subconscious mind will start believing it to be true. These affirmations go into your subconscious mind and become beliefs, and then those beliefs start shaping your reality. The boy was now slowly understanding these things. He asked again, what other techniques are there? The man said, visualization is a powerful tool. When you connect your thoughts with a specific goal and imagine it in your mind, then your subconscious mind starts believing that thing as a reality. Like if you imagine yourself as a successful person every day, how are you working? How people are appreciating you, then your subconscious mind will start believing it to be true, and your actions will start going in that direction. The boy slowly nodded as if he understood. He asked again, will this solve all my problems? The man laughed and said, problems happen in everyone's life, but when you fill your subconscious mind with positive beliefs, then your attitude towards problems changes. You are no longer afraid of problems but find a way to solve them. Your belief system helps you focus on solutions. The boy was listening very carefully. He started feeling that maybe he was going in the right direction. He then asked, should I do affirmations and visualization daily? Yes, the man said, positivity is very important. If you keep filling your subconscious mind with positive thoughts and beliefs every day, then slowly your thinking and actions will start changing. It will seem a little difficult in the beginning, but slowly you will start seeing the difference. Remember, it is a gradual process, but it works. The boy got into a little thought. Then he said, I will try, but even then my thinking does not change. Then the man took a deep breath and said, see, the journey of change is not completed in one day, it is a continuous process. Many times you will feel that nothing is happening, but actually small changes are happening in your subconscious mind, and if you maintain patience and consistency, one day you will see a big change. The boy now understood that the real work was going on inside him. He had to reprogram his subconscious mind, and for this he had to work on himself. He thanked the man and came out of the library. This time he had more questions in his mind, but also a new confidence that he could bring change in his life. For the next few weeks, the boy started working on techniques of affirmations, visualization, and meditation. He tried to fill his subconscious mind with positive thoughts every day. Slowly he started feeling that subtle changes were coming in his thoughts and actions. Now he felt more calm and focused towards situations. Every time a negative thought came, he tried to reprogram his unwanted mind. However, the journey was not over yet. He had to learn more, and he knew that the man in the library was going to teach him more. The story did not end here. The boy was going to understand his subconscious mind even more deeply. A few months. Time had passed and the changes in the boy's life were becoming evident. While working on the techniques of affirmations, visualization and meditation, he had learned to reprogram his thoughts and his subconscious mind to a great extent. Now he was feeling a new energy and confidence within himself, but he felt that something was still left. Something that would help him change his life completely. One day he went to the library again and found the same man sitting at the same table. While reading the book, the boy went to him and said, "What you told me about the subconscious mind has helped me a lot. Now I am able to understand my thoughts and feelings better, but still I feel that there is something else that I do not know." The man closed the book, looked at him and smiled. "You are right, you still have something to learn," the boy said eagerly. The man said while sitting a little comfortably, "Today I will tell you about the law of attraction." The boy was a little confused. He asked, "What is the law of attraction?" The man explained, "The law of attraction is a universal principle which says that your thoughts and feelings attract the truth of your life. If you have positive thoughts or emotions, you will get positive experiences in life, and if you remain stuck in negative thoughts, only negativity will come in your life." The boy listened carefully. Then asked in a little doubt, "But how? Does thinking really change things?" The man shook his head and said, "Look, to understand the law of attraction, you have to know that our thoughts and emotions create vibrations. Every thought or feeling has a specific vibration. When your thoughts or feelings are aligned with a desire, you send those vibrations into the universe and the universe returns you experiences according to that vibration. We call this vibrational alignment." The boy now took a little deeper interest and asked, "So it means if I want something? And if I think about it, I will get it?" The man laughed and said, "Absolutely, but just thinking is not enough for this. You have to align your emotions and vibrations with that desire." The boy was now even more curious, "But how will I know if my vibrations are right or not?" The man said seriously, "For this you have to understand your emotions. Your feelings are the biggest indication of your vibrations. If you think about a desire and you feel excitement, joy, and positivity, then it means that your vibrations are aligned with that desire, but if you feel doubt, fear or negativity, then your vibrations are mismatched with that desire." The boy slowly nodded. "So do I have to feel only positive emotions?" "Yes," the man replied, "but it is not that easy. Sometimes your subconscious beliefs clash with your desires and this affects your emotions, so emotional awareness is very important. You have to understand how you are feeling and then learn how to shift your emotions." The boy found this a little difficult, but at the same time he was also excited about this new knowledge. He then asked, "Does the law of attraction mean that whatever I think, I will get it?" The man looked at him seriously and said, "Law of attraction only helps you to manifest your desires, but for that you have to work in the right way. Your thoughts, your emotions and your actions all have to work together, and most importantly you have to have patience and faith. Sometimes you don't see the results quickly, but that doesn't mean that the universe is not working." The boy was now quite intrigued. He then asked, "Are there any practical exercises I can do?" The man smiled and said, "Yes, absolutely. The first thing you can do is to practice gratitude. When you are grateful, you automatically raise your vibrations. Every day be thankful morning and night for the things you have. This sets your vibrations in a positive direction." The boy listened to this carefully and found it quite interesting. He then asked, "What else can I do?" The man said, "Visualization is also a powerful tool, as you already know, but now pay attention to your emotions during visualization. When you imagine yourself achieving your goals, pay attention to how you are feeling. If you feel excitement and joy, then you are going in the right direction." The boy nodded and said, "Okay, I understand. But if I can't always think positive," the man laughed and said, "This is absolutely normal. You cannot always be positive and it is absolutely fine. Whenever you get negative feelings, recognize them. Understand why they are coming and then slowly try to shift your emotions. Meditation can help in this. With deep breathing and mindfulness techniques, you can learn to control your mind and emotions." The boy started understanding all these things slowly. He thought that maybe this was the missed piece he was looking for. He asked the man one last question. So can I change my whole life with the law of attraction? The man smiled and said, yes, of course, but remember you have to keep your thoughts, emotions, and actions consistent. If you believe and work in the right way, the universe will give you what you want. But the most important thing is faith. You have to believe in this processor. The boy thanked the man and walked out of the library. This time he felt a new clarity and direction. Now he knew that his thoughts and emotions will determine the direction of his life. He just had to align his vibrations in the right direction. For the next few days, the boy included gratitude practice, visualization, and meditation in his daily routine. He started paying attention to his emotions, and whenever he felt negative emotions, he would recognize them and try to shift them slowly. Now a new sense of control and positivity had come into his life. However, the journey was not over yet. Understanding the law of attraction had given him a new direction. But there were more things in his life that he wanted to understand. He had to learn more in the coming time, and the man in the library was going to introduce him to more secrets. A few weeks had passed. The boy learned about the law of attraction and he started seeing some positive changes in his life, but still sometimes he felt negative in his thoughts. He felt negativity. He could not understand why he kept having negative thoughts despite practicing the law of attraction. One day he again reached the library to meet the man who had started changing his thinking. The boy sat next to the man and said in a slightly sad tone, "What you taught me about the law of attraction has helped me a lot, but still sometimes I get stuck in negative thinking. I don't know how to get out of it." The man looked at him and said, "You are not alone. We all fall prey to negative thoughts at some time or the other, but this does not mean that you are failing. Recognizing and overcoming negative thinking is also a process, and today I will teach you about this." The boy prepared to listen carefully. He knew that this time too he would get to learn something new. The man said, "First of all, you have to understand that every person has some limiting beliefs in his thinking. These are the beliefs that create obstacles in your life. Often these beliefs come from childhood or past experiences. Most of us live with these beliefs without even realizing it, and they negatively impact our decisions and actions." The boy asked, a little confused, "But how do I identify what my limiting beliefs are?" The man replied, "The best way to identify is through self-reflection and introspection. Whenever you feel stuck in a situation, pay attention to your thoughts. What are you thinking? Are you telling yourself that I can't do this or that I am not good enough? These small sentences reveal your limiting beliefs." The boy nodded, "Yes, I often talk to myself like this, but how can I change these beliefs?" The man smiled and said, "This process is called cognitive restructuring. Whenever you feel negative thoughts or limiting beliefs inside you, challenge them. For example, if you think that I cannot do this work, then immediately ask yourself, why can't I do it? Do you have any solid evidence to support this belief? Or is it just a misconception in your mind?" The boy got into thinking. He realized that often his negative thoughts came without any real basis. He told the man, "So I have to check my negative thoughts every time?" The man nodded and said, "Absolutely. When you recognize negative self-talk, the next step is to reframe it. This means that you change your thinking in such a way that it supports your growth. For example, if you think that I cannot do this work, then reframe it and say, maybe I am not able to do this work right now, but I can learn it." The boy found this technique very helpful. He said, "It is like rewriting your thoughts." The man supported his point. Absolutely right. You can direct your thinking in the direction you want, but it needs practice. Every time you get caught in negative thoughts, recognize them, challenge them, and then reframe them. This is a continuous process. The boy asked again. But negative self-talk happens so often that it is sometimes difficult to recognize it. Is there a way around it? The man said, "You can practice mindfulness for this. Mindfulness means that you observe your thoughts and emotions without judging them. When you are mindful, you catch your negative thoughts immediately and get a chance to reframe them." The boy nodded. "I have heard about mindfulness before, but I never took it seriously. Now I understand how important it is." The man then emphasized another important point. "And there is one more thing you should pay attention to: your emotions. Negative thinking is often associated with negative emotions like fear, doubt, or guilt. When you reframe your thoughts, your emotions will also gradually change, and when you start living in positive emotions, optimism and positivity will automatically start increasing in your life. The boy was now fully engaged. He asked, "Does this mean I will have to manage my emotions too?" The man said, "Of course you cannot ignore your emotions. Whenever you feel negative emotions, accept them instead of suppressing them, understand why they are coming, and then try to replace them consciously. For this, techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and journaling can be very helpful." The boy was slowly understanding that this process was quite deep. He asked again, "But is it possible to get rid of negativity completely?" The man laughed and said, "No, it is impossible to get rid of negativity completely. We are humans and negative thoughts will keep coming to our mind at some time or the other. But what is important is how we handle them. When you make a habit of identifying and challenging your negativity, you reduce its power, and when the power of negativity is reduced, positivity automatically starts coming into your life." The boy listened to the man carefully. He understood that it was not possible to completely stop negative thinking, but it was in his hands to control and reframe it. "So what do I have to do?" the boy asked finally. The man smiled one last time and said, "You first have to identify your limiting beliefs, then every time you feel negative thoughts, challenge and reframe them, pay attention to your emotions and practice mindfulness. All this is a process, and as you practice it, you will be able to take your thoughts in a positive and empowering direction." The boy thanked the man and came out of the library. This time he had a new tool. A tool to identify, challenge, and reframe negative thinking. He decided that now he would not only try to identify every negative thought but also try to change it into a positive and constructive thought. For the next few days, the boy practiced the technique of identifying his limiting beliefs and cognitive restructuring. Every time he felt a doubt or fear about something, he would ask himself, "Is this really true, or is it just a misconception in my mind?" Slowly, his thinking started changing. Negative self-talk was replaced by positive and empowering thoughts. This was another big change in the boy's life, but the journey was yet to come. A few months had passed. Many changes had come in the boy's life. He had learned the art of identifying negative thinking and reframing it. Now his thinking had become positive to a great extent, but he still felt that something was missing in his life. He often felt tired, his energy used to get exhausted quickly, and sometimes he was also surrounded by minor illnesses. One day he again went to the library to meet the same man who had given a new direction to his life till now. The boy was a little worried and he asked directly, "I have benefited a lot from whatever you have taught me till now, but my physical health is not good. I get tired quickly and do not always feel energetic. Is there any solution for this too?" The man listened to him carefully and then said in a calm voice, "Yes, there is a solution for this too. Our physical health is directly connected to our mental health. This is called the mind-body connection, and today I will teach you about this." He had never heard of this mind-body connection before. The man began to explain that there is a deep connection between our mind and body. Your body responds the way you think. If your thinking is positive, then your body also feels the effect of that positivity, and if you think negatively, then it also affects your body. This has been proved scientifically as well. The boy was a little shocked. "So this means that my thoughts can also be the cause of my diseases?" The man nodded. "Not only your thoughts, but yes, a large part of your thoughts are there. When you are constantly immersed in negative thoughts, then your body releases more stress hormones like cough and adrenaline. These hormones are helpful in the short term, but if it continues for a long time, then it can have a bad effect on your body. Similarly, positive thinking reduces stress hormones and relaxes the body." The boy got into thinking, "So it means I have to think positive to improve my physical health too." The man supported his point. "Absolutely, positive thinking has a deep effect not only on your mental health but also on physical health. Many research studies have proved that people who are optimistic, their immune system is strong and they do not fall sick easily. Their chances of recovery are also high." The boy asked, "So what should I do? So that my physical health also improves?" The man said smilingly, "First of all, deepen the habit of positive thinking. Along with this, work on stress management too. Stress is the biggest enemy of our body. When you are stressed, then both your body and mind become weak. The boy asked, a little confused, "But how do I manage stress?" The man explained in detail that there are many ways to manage stress. First of all, you have to identify your stress triggers. What are those things that give you stress? Then, find ways to manage those situations. Deep breathing and meditation are great ways to reduce stress instantly. Whenever you feel stressed, just focus on your breathing for a few minutes and take slow, deep breaths. This calms your nervous system and reduces the level of stress hormones. The boy thought, then I should focus on meditation and breathing exercises. The man nodded yes. Of course, meditation and breathing exercises calm both your body and mind. Apart from this, the practice of gratitude is also very important for your overall well-being. When you feel gratitude, your mind naturally shifts towards positive thoughts, and positivity has a direct effect on your body. The boy then asked, how do I practice gratitude? The man explained, take out a few minutes every day in the morning or at night to think about the things you are grateful for. Small things like good food, friends, family, or whatever is positive in your life. When you practice gratitude regularly, your mind naturally becomes optimistic, and it also affects your physical health. The boy understood this technique and decided to make it a part of his daily routine. The man then emphasized another important point. And one more thing that is very important for your well-being is optimism. When you are optimistic about the future, your body feels that optimism. Stress reduces and your immune system becomes stronger. Research has shown that people who are optimistic have better heart health, and their life expectancy is also higher. The boy listened carefully, and he now understood how deeply his mental and physical health were connected. So this means I have to manage my thoughts and emotions completely so that my physical health can also improve? The boy asked. The man laughed and said, absolutely, a large part of your physical health depends on your mental state. If you think positive and optimistically, your body will also feel that positivity. Along with this, good nutrition, regular exercise, and proper sleep also contribute to your physical well-being. But if your thinking remains negative, then all these efforts will have less effect. The boy asked again, I have to balance all these things. The man nodded and said, absolutely right. Mind and body connection means that you take care of your thoughts, emotions, and physical actions. When these three are aligned, then true well-being comes in your life. The man finally said, remember, positivity and gratitude are like a medicine, not only for your mental health but also for your body. Whenever you feel that you are physically weak or tired, then pay attention to your thoughts. Positive thinking can also increase your physical strength. The boy thanked the man and came out of the library. This time he had understood that his whole life was based on the deep connection between his thinking and his body. He had decided that from now on he would not only work on his mental state but would also pay attention to his physical health. By understanding the mind and body connection, he was now ready to completely transform his life. The last lesson of this journey was that real well-being or success is not only in improving yourself but in helping others. And now the boy had completely adopted this lesson in his life. So friends, this was our book summary today. How did you like it? Do tell us by commenting, and thank you for listening to the summary till the end.